Love, light, and blessings. Shamanic Agwag Priestess here, and I'm gonna do a bit of a favorites slash haul slash topic. So it's basically like 3 videos in one, and the reason why I'm doing that is because the kids have started remote school. I work full-time. I'm self-employed. I do readings on a full-time basis. So recording videos have become a little bit too hard. And when it comes to like my day off, I don't want to make videos. So I think I'm going to do a weekly, like post videos at least once a week. So they might be longer, things like that. Maybe one or more than one topic in one video, whatever the case may be, but that's just easier than me making separate videos, downloading them all separately and things like that. So I'm gonna try my best to post at least one video a week, and we'll see how that that goes. Okay, yeah, so let's get into the video. Having my coffee with some pumpkin spice creamer. Is so good. So I went to the supermarket the other day, to my local C-town, to get a couple of things I needed as far as groceries and household things and things like that. And I got some candles. So the first thing that I got was red birthday candles, because I'm actually going to use them in a ritual. For like I do short-term spells on that, so I'm going to use that for that. And then I got some other novena candles. So I got the Gran Poder Divine Señor. Sorry for the glare. Got 3 of those actually. Even if you don't work with saints, what's nice about these candles, they have stickers. You can just remove them and just use them for the purpose of the color. I've been known to do that. Or sometimes I actually keep the saints on them, if it is a saint that I synchronize with the Loa or the Orisha that I serve. Things like that. In this case, this actually is representative of a spirit that I work with. So I got 3 of those. I also got San Antonio de Padua, and I completely love him. He's synchronized with an Orisha that I work with, and I love the brown candle. I love Saint Anthony in general anyways, but I do work with him with his energy infused with Orisha that I serve. And then I have 2 fast luck candles that I got as well. I love using the fast luck candles. I got 2 of those. These were all like $2.30. This one was like 3 something, less than $4. And I like these because these pull out. These are dark purple. This is not black, it's actually dark purple. So I got 2 removable purple candles. Okay, at my local C-town, I got 2 of them. All these I'm actually using for some personal work, for myself. I'm getting ready to do some things, some goals I got going on, and I also got more Florida water. I have a bunch of these, but anytime I see a Florida water, I grab one. Being with the COVID and everything being so like out of stock and hard to get and I just been stocking up on things that I know I use. And I got me some Yerba Santa spiritual cologne. I love using this when I take spiritual baths. I do like to put a couple of drops of cologne. It just smells good. I love the way it smells after I take a bath. So that was my little haul as far as the spiritual store. I'm gonna move on to my favorites. So I have clients that give me monetary rewards, gifts, and things like that. And this client does both. She always gives me beautiful cards and monetary gifts. So I wanted to share her beautiful cards. She knows who she is. I'm not going to read the cards out loud, what's inside of them. But she's given me recently these two beautiful cards. She knows who she is. Thank you, sis, so much. I love you and I appreciate you. In the month of September, okay, because this will be September favorites, I took 2 weeks off for personal reasons. You know, was in the process of moving, so on and so forth. Still am, but some delays happened, COVID-19 related. So that's why you see me in the same background. I'm not going to get into too many details about that because it's kind of like annoying. COVID-19 is the most annoying thing in planet Earth. Like, everything is COVID-19. Like, I get it, it's a pandemic, but it's annoying me. So, anyways, so moving on. My favorite incense of September, I used a lot of rose water. As you can see, there's like only 2 sticks left. I have, I think, 1 or 2 more boxes of this, so I will be. So I use this a lot when I'm in meditation. In my altar, I got this from Walmart. It's $1. It smells really good. I love rose water. I work with rose water a lot in my spiritual practice. I also burned a lot of lavender in the month of September. So like the first 2 weeks of September, because I wasn't doing readings, so I was like a lot of relaxing when I did come to my desk and stuff like that. And then thank goodness I have like 2 other boxes of this because I'm halfway through this one already. This is my favorite incense. Like, if I could only use one incense, it would be Blessed Incense. This brand, Blessed International Handmade Incense Sticks. This is it is 100% natural. It's handmade, and it has an expiration date because they're actually handmade. So, like, I have to use within 2 years. But this is frankincense and myrrh, and I love it because frankincense and myrrh is both a purification and cleanser, but it also draws in high vibrational energies, very third eye, very crown chakra type energies. So I like using these incense sticks and frankincense and myrrh resin. I do try to use them sustainably, so I do burn like 1 stick before like I start my readings for the day, meditate, pray, everything else, and then I like to burn a 2nd stick when I'm ended all my sessions for the night. So whatever negative energy like came into my sacred space, I am good to go. And then in between readings, so in between clients, I am constantly burning lavender in the month of September or rose water. So I'll usually have like 2 complementary incense. It'll be different incense, just what I'm drawn to for that month or whatever, to complement the frankincense and myrrh, because I try not to use it as much as I used to, because a wonderful practitioner here on YouTube, aka Uplift Herbs, said on their video that frankincense and myrrh, you know, they're kind of endangered. So so I tried to be, you know, I tried to keep that in mind. I had no idea. So I love using it, but I try to use it more sparingly versus I was just burning the sticks all day, every day. So now I try to not do that so much. Okay. I love these blue candles that I bought when I'm doing readings. Like, I'll burn these. I bought like 4 of these. I've gone to I cannot talk today. I bought 4 of these recently, and this is like the 2nd one, which you can see is like has like maybe 10 minutes on it. It's about to burn out, so I'm going to be replacing it. So I have 2 more left. I love it because I'll dress it with my psychic oils. I'll put some I'Bright, rosemary, whatever I'm drawn to for that particular time that I'm like loading the candle. I'll put my little blends in there and burn the candle while I'm doing my readings. I think I'm going to replace this one with another blue one because I like the blue. It's very third eye chakra-y feeling to me. And then this one, I burned a lot of Yankee Candle Home Inspiration Moonlit Night. I love this candle. So I'll have it on the other side of my reading table while I'm burning the blue candle, and it smells so good. But as you can see, I burned it out. I'm gonna see if I can get another one at Walmart because I love this scent. I wish I would have grabbed 2 of them, but I've just been burning it the whole month of September. It's so good. So if I don't find a moon candle to replace it with, then I'm going to be replacing it with this candle that I got from the Dollar Tree, Mysterious Ocean, and it's a scented candle. It smells like baby powder. Because I like to have like a spiritual candle and then a scented candle to kind of complement it. I love scents. Like either I'm burning a scented candle with my reading candle, or I'm burning essential oils in my oil burner. But I love scents with the mixture of the incense, you know, that nice atmosphere. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. So that's been my favorite incense. And the candles that I've been burning as far as my readings, these other candles I'm going to burn personally. I've been doing a lot of work on myself as well. One of my other favorites is this coffin that I got back a couple of months ago. It's purple. And I love it because, like, I didn't like using stick incense because of the mess it makes. This is like no mess, like nothing to clean up. Everything is in here. And you see I could empty it out, you know, and it's, oh, I'm burning frankincense and myrrh as we speak, just cleaning out my space because I did some morning readings. But I love that coffin so much. It just keeps everything clean. Because I'm in the process of moving and I'm not going to unpack anything, even though we are having delays, which I don't want to talk about, but I mostly packed up most of my crystals. So as far as my reading space, I only have 3 big crystals and a few small crystals, which I'm gonna be honest, I kind of like it better because when I had my other crystals out, I felt the pressure of having to use them to justify why I had them. And I was just putting all these crystals on my altar and it was cluttery. Like, I don't like clutter, so I kind of like that it's a cleaner, more minimal space. I could pull more cards and things like that, so I do like that. So I think I'm going to keep that going. I might rotate the bigger pieces here and there, but I left this amethyst, which is not mine, it's my daughter's. But I ended up keeping it because she's like, I don't really like resonate with crystals. So I had gotten this amongst other stuff because she wanted crystals and then she just never really paid attention to it. So I love her. Like, she was neglected. I was like, do you even want this? Like, she has a little thing where she fell. Oh, anyways, but I love her. I love this amethyst, so I keep it in my reading holder. And this clear quartz, I'm obsessed with clear quartz and all its beauty, like all these little points. Oh, I just love it. So that's on my reading table. And another crystal that I'm obsessed with is Labradorite. So I keep this when I'm doing readings. In between readings, I'm either spraying one of my colognes, so Florida water, Rue water, anything like that. I'll spray in the air, and I also like to hold my palm stone. So yeah, those are the crystals I love so much. There's a couple of other ones. Trying not to spill. Okay. Right. I'm gonna pause the video, get up, and then pull out because I don't want to make a mess. So the other crystals that I've been loving at the moment that I have in my, like, pretty much left out is these Hirasor quartz. That I got from an exorcism that I did down south in a church. I've talked about that. And I love this rutilated quartz. I have a ring with rutilated quartz because I love rutilated quartz. Again, I'm obsessed with quartz. Oh my god, I love quartz. Okay, smoky quartz, all the quartz. And then the other crystals that I have, but these are actually I hold my working decks that I showed you guys in these types of boxes in various different colors. And there's crystals within the decks and everything. I'm not gonna take them out because then I have to put them back in there. I don't want to do that. But I have 3 wooden boxes of my working decks. The only ones that I left out. And I have these crystals like in front of it just to protect them. So clear quartz. I love quartz. This is another crystal I left out because I have it protecting and where I house my decks and my amethyst. So the box that I showed you is where I keep the decks that I'm reading with all the time. The decks that I do spiritual court investigation, energetic readings, regular readings. So my main tarot deck that I'm using for the month and whatever oracle decks are in there. The second box is personal tarots that I use on myself, which I didn't really leave much out of those, but that's just like the rest of my oracles, a couple of like miscellaneous tarot decks. And then the third box is the rest of my working decks. So the other 5 decks are housed in the other wooden box. So there's like basically those 3 wooden boxes are where my whole tarot collection that I have out, with the exception of 2 box sets that I got in the month of September. That's it, which is the Halloween tarot and the new deck that came out, which I'm gonna bring out in a minute. So yeah, so pretty much all my decks, with the exception of 2 of them, are housed within these boxes. So I'm going to show you the deck that I've been working with. These that I'm going to work with in these next 2 weeks. Okay, the decks that I've been drawn to the most. Let's show you guys. So I'm gonna work with this deck and switch it out on the 15th of October, so next week. But I've been working with the Hanson Roberts deck, the Hanson Roberts Tarot. This is the backs. And I think I'm gonna edge this because no matter how much I try to clean this deck or whatever and clean my hands or whatever, the sides look yuck. So I'm going to be edging this one. So yeah, so this is the Hanson Roberts. I use it a lot. Like, this deck is pretty much like very flexible. Yeah, it's like, I didn't like the cardstock when I first got it, but it's so worn down. It's nice and soft and it shuffles beautiful. I love how small this deck is, and I get the great readings with this. So any readings I do for clients or for myself, I like using this deck. So I've been using her. About to put her away next week and move on to the next deck that I'm planning to work with for the rest of October. So I think I'm going to switch this one out for the Morgan Greer. Yeah, and that's your Hanson Roberts Tarot. So yeah, I'm excited to work with the Morgan Greer again, but I love this deck. So the size of it, is my favorite, because I could pull so many cards on my table with it. Like, I wish more tarots were that size. Been working a lot with the Energy Oracle too, as well. So love this one as well. It's glary. I use this for myself for client readings. This is the gorgeous backs. This deck has chakras, court cards. It's very tarot oracle, which is my favorite type of oracle decks. I don't really like affirmations. I like oracle decks that have both light and dark, you know, more positive and negative things in life, you know. So light and shadow, my favorite. And then another deck that I've been working with this month is your Psychic Tarot. Love this deck as well. It's gotten pretty worn, even though it's supposed to be a newer deck because I use it so much. Really sad about how they changed the original cardstock on it, but I love reading with it, so I still pull. It's gotten nice and flexible because I've been using it so much, because when I first got this deck, it was very stiff. So I am liking that it's starting to wear down and things like that. I love that this has chakra cards as well. Light and shadow. I love the keywords in here. Like, it's just a great deck. So this is the backs of the deck. So I have Psychic of the Heart, but I'm using this one more. I'm noticing I'm more drawn to these two. When I started up my readings, I've been back now for 3 weeks, and I'm excited, you know, being gone for those 2 weeks made me really appreciate what I do for a living. It gave me back the love of reading professional. It was a good break. I needed it mentally, emotionally, spiritually, all that good stuff. So it was a blessing in disguise, honestly. Okay, so yeah, I have my little smoky quartz where I house these decks, and I use a lot of these like selenite rods in these boxes, so there's always like crystals with the decks. Just charging up, protecting my decks. And yeah, I like these better than tarot bags that I found to be very cluttery for me because I have limited space here. So I've been using more of the boxes. I like the box thing now. So I love these little things. I bought this in Dollar General. I just wanted to share. Love the beautiful black angels and the messages on it. Be bold, be brave, be courageous. Joshua 1:9. And your faith can move mountains. So very inspirational. Love looking at my angels on my working space. And I also love this. I just got this recently, but I have my spell bottle in my reading table that the beautiful Raw Spirit made for me. I love it. I'm also going to show you 2 more decks that I got in the month of September, and let you know how I got along with them. So I got this deck, the whole box set of the Halloween Tarot, and I used it a couple of times for personal readings. So it's a beautiful deck. I love the idea of it. I'm planning to work with it more. Okay, but I think what bothers me is the name. I don't know. I always hate when they change the suits. Like, I get it, it's wands, but like, it's annoying to me. So I wouldn't read a client with it per se, but I have done some readings here and there for myself. I'm not really doing like weekly or daily or bi-weekly card pulls at this time. I'm just reading when I need to know about stuff. So like, the reading was accurate and everything, but I'm just not drawn to like use it as much as I thought that I would. So, but that happens sometimes, and I end up loving a deck. So I'm thinking maybe I need to spend more time with this deck and give it a fair shot. So it's been kind of meh for me. I actually been more drawn to the Hanson Roberts and other decks, even for personal readings. So we will see how that goes. So far, not gravitating towards it like I thought I would. I don't know. Maybe I think it has to do with because they changed the names of the suits. But I love it. It's such a beautiful deck. Yeah. So if I see that by the like I don't gravitate, because I actually want to use this outside of just Halloween time. So I'm going to give it a couple of more weeks. And if it doesn't do anything for me, then I'm going to put it away in I'm going to pack this away with my other stuff. And then just think about it when I'm actually relocated and all that, what I'm going to do, because I don't want to get rid of it yet, because, you know, I might change my mind. So you never know. So we'll see. Maybe I'll use the guidebook with it. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Okay. This is another deck that I got in September. It's Tarot of the Divine. And this deck is gorgeous. The price is gorgeous. The little guidebook. I got the big storybook that goes with it. I'm not going to take that out. I'm going to be honest, guys. It's a gorgeous deck, but I haven't worked with it. I haven't had time to actually work with this one. So I did like the reading that I did with this one, but I haven't worked with it long enough to actually give you like a full-on review. So I plan to work with this deck in November as well, and for the remainder of October. I'm gonna try to do a weekly 3-card pull, just so I can use this deck and let you know, because this one I want to use as a working deck. So I'm going to try to work with this one more, maybe journal with it, things like that. So this one, I love it. It does give clean readings and things like that. So that's not what the problem is. Oh my God, I love this card so much. I'm loving the diversity. Like, it's a gorgeous deck. So I want to work with this one more because I want to. I'm drawn to work with it. So I'm going to leave it out and journal with it, and really... This is one I want to study, like, why did they pick each of the cards and stuff like that. So this one, I have made a vow to study for the remainder of October, possibly into November, because I bought it to be a study deck and eventually a working deck. Because I want to know, like, why is this story, this archetype in this card, and what's the story? And so it makes me want to research, which is what the African American Tarot deck did, and I love that. And this one I've been using for study purposes. Right now I'm focusing on the Sun card, so I do like a card of the day, and I study the symbology and so on and so forth. I go through all 78 cards, and I do it over and over again. I study tarot almost on a daily basis. That's just what I do. And these are just the plaid backs, but like bigger. I find that my favorite interpretation of Rider-Waite is the plaid backs. I love the way these look. So they're just gorgeous. So yeah, I have some vintage tarot decks coming in. I checked the tracking. It should be coming any day now, so I'm excited, because they were kind of being held in customs and delayed because of all the COVID stuff going on. So those are my favorite / haul situation. Now I want to talk to you guys about, okay, I want to make sure like we don't spill anything here. Let's fix this. Okay, because I can't be spilling coffee on my laptop right now. Okay, so something that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Let me get myself, I'm all twisted up. Okay, all right. Loving my shirt. Have my clear quartz on, and my shirt that says Melanin Queens, and we have all the beautiful colors of beautiful brown and black women. We come in all shapes and sizes and colors, so all the colors are beautiful. Okay, so I wanted to talk about mediumship. A lot of people, when they're asking me either for like mentorship and things like that, they have reached out to me via email, via my videos, so on and so forth. We're always talking about, they go straight for the Odisha, they go straight for the Loas, and a lot of people overlook something so important, which is the actual ancestors, the blood relatives. That's, to me, like the way that I learned old school style, sitting at the feet of my elders, was always, you have to start with your Boveda, your Mesa Blanca, okay? before anything else, your first line of defense is your blood relatives. It's why I started offering spiritual investigaciones, so that you can see who walks with you, you know, who walks with you, who are your, because you can't just start serving random spirits unless you know if they walk with you. Are they the ones that actually want to work with you and for you to establish a relationship? Because if you're just petitioning random spirits, they may not even be listening to your petitions at all. They may not even like you, you know. Not all spirits like everybody. A lot of spirits like to choose who is going to work with them, who is going to serve them, who is going to venerate them, who are they going to have a relationship with. So, yeah, so that's important. But before all of that, working with our blood relatives, do you have a white altar? Do you understand the symbology of why in a lot of the ATRs everything's white? Why is there a hoodoo lamp or a candle? What does the cross mean? Like, what does all this stuff mean? Like, do you even know why you do what you do? Like, a lot of things when I teach, I like to teach the symbology of things. Like, not just do them because somebody said to do them, but actually do them and understand why you do them. And so I feel like that's really important. Like, before you would do all of that, before you would go to orishas and loas, like, establish a relationship with your ancestors, whether that's blood related, a good friend, a godparent, whoever feels like family to you. And then there's certain requirements of who you should contact and who you shouldn't, and why you shouldn't place them in the altar. Those are things I teach, and I'm not teaching on this video. That's something I teach privately. But those things are important. Like, learn the significance of it, maintain it, build the relationships, because I always say that your ancestors are going to make sure that the real loas or the real orishas or goddesses or whatever your tradition is are going to be the ones that are actually contacting you, because there's a lot of false spirits that will pretend to be a deity, and all they bring is malice and instabilities and destruction. You know, they are human beings that want to have power. They probably weren't good human beings when they were alive, and they disguise themselves as other entities. I've seen it on YouTube. A lot of this new age to Christianity has to do with that, because a lot of these people did not grow up in any traditions. They went by just, you know, Googling this and that. Maybe they read a couple of lines in a book. They didn't never study for a year and a day. I don't care what tradition you're from, Wicca, whatever it is that you're practicing. Like, there is you're supposed to study, you know, before you even light a candle or whatever you're going to do. Like, study, understand why you're doing it, understand the symbology. First things first, like, learn how to protect yourself spiritually. I talk about that all the time. And one really good way is actually having an ancestral practice, an ancestral altar, learning how to venerate, learning different techniques and things you can do to do spiritual baths, spiritual floor washes, floor sweeps, all these types of things, cleansing and clearing your energies, because a lot of people just want to leap and they start like putting altars and mixing. Like, you see a Buddha and you'll see like Danto, or you see a Buddha and you see a Oshun, all in the same altar. Like, you just want to mix everything together, not knowing what the hell you're doing. And then you're attracting low level entities, demons, people that, you know, they have passed on. They're just angry and they want to take away your ashe, your life force, and your power. So know what you're doing. Like, there is a danger just going randomly, you know, taking a Ouija board and tapping into random spirits. Like, know what you are doing. That it's really dangerous. I've talked about this. You know, people doing, oh, I did a course in mediumship, and they don't really know what they're doing, and they just go on and tapping into Bill, Uncle Bill, or Auntie Tammy, or whatever, and next thing you know, it wasn't really Auntie Tammy or Uncle Bill, and now this person has a demonic possession in their home, and now they gotta find paranormal investigators and get an exorcism. So too many people just doing whatever and not understanding the significance or the consequences of. So before you start like allowing spirits to possess you, tap into you, like, this takes years of practice, okay? Years of practice. Like, know what you're doing. Like, that's why de boveda or la mesa blanca is so important. That was where I started. I started from there and then evolved to other practices. But that is so important. I don't care what ATR you're practicing, like that is so important. There's a lot of healing that could be done through our blood ancestors, past life traumas, things that happened to them in their past. A lot of them come back because they have unfinished business and messages to give. Like they will help you with your mediumship, because mediumship comes from spirit. I don't care what anybody says. Mediumship comes from the spirits, being able to contact the spirits from the other side. And when you have that connection, there's like, you don't even need to, like, yes, I'll do a reading and a spirit come through and I throw cards, but that's not really what's connecting me to that spirit. It's the relationships I have with the other side before that. It's not just throwing cards on the table and, oh my God, I'm connected. Like there's so many things that people don't see behind the scenes that allows me to bring those messages, to be a channel, to be a host, if you will. Like when I do take on spirits, like I allow them to be hosted within my body because I know the safety precautions of it. I allow them to possess me, certain spirits, okay? It's a big thing in voodoo is possession, okay? But this is not something I randomly did. I've been taking on spirits since I was 15 years old. I'm 41 years old. I've been doing this for a long time. Okay, I grew up in this life. Whether I tried to hide in the church, it doesn't matter. I was born into this life. I've seen it all. So this has come from years of experience. Who I am is not the way I was, it's a working progress. It's a work in progress. So really be careful when you're doing mediumship. Like, what is it that you're attracting? I've seen too many people just, letting anything possess them, just, not cleaning themselves, creating altars, doing all this stuff. And then next thing you know, the people that I've seen, I've even commented on this, be careful with that. Do you have a teacher? Oh, I don't want to get in. I'm not even talking about initiation. I'm talking about just getting a teacher. Before you would initiate with anybody, you should get a teacher, because initiation isn't going to teach you anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're still supposed to study for a year and a day before you even think of getting an initiation. Learn if this path is for you before you heavily invest in the practice, because once you initiate, you are making a lifelong vow to the spirits. Make sure this is the right path for you. Get someone who's going to mentor you and teach you. And if you see this is something that really calls to you, then you would do what you need to do, and the spirits will provide that person to initiate you. But there's a big common misconception that's going around on social media, on YouTube, that before anything you got to initiate. That is not true. If someone teaches you how to make an appropriate altar, how to start working this relationship with the spirits, and it's someone who is an initiate who's teaching you, that's how they did it back in the days. Now everybody's initiation happy. It's like initiation has become a money grubbing thing. And they forgot the sanctity of just sitting by your elders, having them teach you, living amongst your elders for a year and a day. And then once you get initiated, those are your godparents for life. How many people said they're initiated that came to me and they can't even get a hold of their godparents? Because the first thing that person did was just take money from them, never taught them a damn thing. And they go through my classes because they don't even know how to do anything. Like, it's disgusting, doing these things over social media, Skype and all that. Like, that's, no, you're supposed to go and do it a certain way. But you can still serve the spirits with the right guidance, okay, in a different way. So in a non-initiate's way. There's plenty of people in Haiti, in the Caribbean islands, that have never been initiated, and they have very strong practices because they grew up in the traditions, or they had someone from the tradition teach them and mentor them, and then whenever they're ready to, then they will do the initiations. Okay, so those are the couple of little misconceptions I wanted to clear up on this video. Please like, please subscribe, please comment below. We are over 6,000 subscribers. I cannot believe it. You guys do not understand. When I first got on YouTube, that first year was hard as hell. We weren't even at 1,000. I cannot believe that year 3, like, this channel has grown beyond belief, and that makes me happy. For those that are wondering why I'm not monetized, it's because the COVID-19 situation. So I'm waiting for YouTube to fix something within my payment of the money that was supposed to be coming to me because of being monetized. So they're trying to work on that situation. So until they can clear that up, I can't have commercials on my channel, which is fine to me at this time. I'm not really like mad about it. But that's why, if you're wondering, like, did she get demonetized? No, I really didn't. It's just like fixing something. I don't want to get into all of that, but I'm aware of it anyways. But anyways, love, light, and blessings. I got my little nails did today. I treat my little self today in the nail salon. I haven't been to the nail salon since COVID-19, and I found a new manicurist. I love her because I went on the reviews. Very clean, sanitized. I'm gonna make sure I review her today. She cleans between clients. She does one-on-one appointments. So I was like the only person in the salon. So I love that. So only the manicurists that have appointments come in. They have like one person and the manicurist in the salon while you're getting your nails done. So it feels safe. You know, lots of hand washing going on. She has the clear glass, the face. Like, it was good. Like, I felt okay. I feel good. I feel safe. I feel like I'm in a nice, clean environment. You know, it was relaxing. So I was excited about that because I haven't been to a manicurist since the shutdown. And even before, actually, since like February, the beginning of this year. So I was like, I need nails. So yeah. All right, guys, so that is it. Much love, much light, much blessings. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. And until the next video, thank you so much for my LGBTQ plus IA video that I did recently, for all the love and support when I was speaking my truth about my own orientation and all that. Thank you for the love. I'm still catching up on comments, so if I haven't hearted or responded, it's because I haven't had a chance to yet. But thank you. I feel so good. Minus a couple of negative, which I blocked and deleted. Everybody's been so supportive. Thank you. Some people have even reached out through email, like, oh, the love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I feel like such a weight lifted. I feel like I'm living my truth. Just self-love, self-love, self-love. So much love, much light, much blessings. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Bye.